Hey there, Aries. Welcome to your reading for July 2024. We're going to jump right in here, Aries. You have this investment card. It says, whatever you invest in today will flourish in the future. You have a student card that says, read books on finance to expand your knowledge. I would encourage you to learn anything because, again, I think that investment card could say that you investing in, learning new things or learning about whatever it is that you do every single day, that could lead to a lot more success. I mean, we are definitely in a time of education, I would say, with the energy. So anything new that you could learn would be very beneficial. We have major planets moving. At the end of this year, we'll have Pluto going into Aquarius at the end of 2025. Both Uranus and Neptune will be changing signs. And, whenever these big, like slow moving planets move signs like this all at once, basically, it can definitely say that, we're in a time where there's going to be a blast of, kind of like new, fresh energy. Sure, we'll take all three. Why not? There could be a blast of, fresh new energy coming in for us. And so we have to kind of like learn new things because the world is changing. And, I feel like that's where this reading is going. You have the Queen of Cups, the Seven of Wands, and the Star. The Queen of Cups is about kind of following your heart. So I feel like we're also in a heart-based time. And if your heart is telling you to do something, I would do it. I do also feel that your intuition is like on point. I've definitely said this to you recently, and I still get the same feeling that your intuition is kind of like much. I think you need to give your intuition like more credit, or you need to, listen to it more because I think it's much more correct than you think. And so if you have intuitive feelings or if you feel like something is going to happen intuitively, I would just trust your intuition. You have the Seven of Wands. I kind of feel like I see you like digging your feet in or something like that. Like I feel like you are giving something even more of a commitment, if that makes sense. And that's really what I feel here on the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands is a card of conviction. It says when you know that something is for you, that's when it's actually for you. But I really am in my head, I see this as more of you like digging your feet in or really, really kind of being sure of yourself on something that you're working on is what it looks like to me. We go over to the Four of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Queen of Pentacles. So it's almost like the opposite of giving up. I feel like you're more committed than ever to making something happen. And again, I feel that this is a very good energy for you. I actually feel that it could be making you stand out. It could be making you glow with the Star card. The Star can represent getting attention. It can say you're the star. And I kind of feel like you are the star in this reading here, Aries. I feel like you're doing the right things to stand out. She's also pouring this water into this water right here, and that is the pool of universal consciousness. And so those ripples are kind of like going out into the universal consciousness. And I feel like you're putting out. It's almost like you're sending out really good energy out into the universe, and you could be receiving like recognition or getting attention, or you could just be standing out more because you're really putting out really good really good vibes or whatever you want to call it. So definitely off to a great start here, Aries. Let's see where this goes. And with the Queen of Cups, you have the Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords is about tactics. It can represent lying, cheating, stealing, but there's like a little bit of love here. Wouldn't really call it a love reading. I feel that really this is saying that we are in a very tactical time. I think that pretty much anything we want to do, there's probably a lot of obstacles to accomplishing the things we want to accomplish, but there might be a different way that we can accomplish what we want to do, just we have to do it in a different way. And so I feel like this is saying that it's time for you to like look into other ways of accomplishing your goal or kind of like living your life how you want. With the Seven of Wands, you have the Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles is like equal give and take, and I feel that this is saying that you need to make sure to take care of yourself. I feel like you're very motivated, but intuitively, I feel like the Six of Pentacles, which you have twice here, is really saying that you need to make sure that you're giving to yourself at the same time that you're giving to the thing that you are very committed to. And I feel like this is either in work or business or your career that you are like doubling down on something, or you're really, again, digging your feet in. I feel like because you're very confident, or it's like there's a certain level of confidence I'm getting here off of that Seven of Wands as well. So I feel like you're very committed to kind of like seeing something through to being the star or whatever you want to call it. But again, I would make sure to balance the energy. You do have the Six of Pentacles with the Devil right here. So again, I would still be careful if someone's like breadcrumbed you in the past or someone didn't give to you or whatever. Of course, I would be careful of that person. With the star, you have the Ten of Pentacles, and the Ten of Pentacles is everything you want and desire in your life. We have the star twice. The Ten of Pentacles twice right here. So the Ten of Pentacles forms the tree of life on the traditional Ten of Pentacles. And again, it just represents everything you want and desire in your life. So I feel that you are very committed to kind of building your dream here on Earth, which I'm pretty sure is a little bit of a repeat message for you, Aries. So that looks amazing. Next, you have, I'm dropping cards today. Next, in the area of the unexpected, you have the Starfish card. Are you kidding? It says open to infinite possibilities. You have this cat. It says claim your independence. So I feel like you are very independent at this time. Again, the open to infinite possibilities makes a lot of sense with the Seven of Swords. It just says there's multiple ways to do anything that you want to do. So you just have to stay open to all the different ways of doing things. Again, I also feel with that Fool that you kind of are on this journey on your own, like a very independent journey that is taking you away from familiarity, like from people that you know or, from the place that you know. It wouldn't surprise me if over the last few years even, maybe you've moved away from family or, maybe you moved to a unfamiliar city or maybe you got a job where you don't know anyone. I think that it's almost like the universe has been preparing you to go on this journey where you won't be alone. I think those people will still be there in your life. It's like they're not going anywhere, but it's like whatever you're about to do is almost like something that that only you can do. I hope that makes sense. And I feel that a lot of you, that can be very lonely and difficult. So again, at the same time, just because the cards are saying this, I like to remind people that doesn't mean you can't, go get help from people. That doesn't mean you can't talk to people and all that other stuff. So we don't have to do these things necessarily on our own. We can, it's like, yes, on one hand, what you are doing, maybe people don't understand, but on the other hand, it's like I feel there are people that kind of you at least can bounce ideas off of or talk to or whatever the case may be. But I feel like you're about to kind of like accomplish something big here, Aries. You have the Four of Pentacles as well. Four of Pentacles is about stability. And funny enough, this card would represent kind of like holding on too tightly to the past or holding on to something that is familiar. He even has the city that he is from is behind him here. And he isn't opening up and expanding towards anything new. He's just kind of like sitting where he is and holding on to what he has, which is preventing him from getting what he could have, which is the Ten of Pentacles right here. So if he were to release these Four Pentacles, he would have the opportunity to get like this 10 Pentacles right here. I don't think this is necessarily talking about you releasing anything. I feel like the Four of Pentacles is talking about you getting into alignment with your desires. His head and his heart, he has the pentacle here, and they are in alignment. And I sometimes feel that the Four of Pentacles is talking about, what Greg Braden talks about, the brain-heart coherence, and making sure that your head and heart are in alignment with each other, and making sure that you're creating the balance between the two things. You have the Lovers here, and the Lovers could definitely represent love or love connection coming in for you. I do feel like a little bit of love here, and maybe this is something that needs to be balanced out as well in your life, and that does not mean you have to have a person as well. This could say that you just have to do more things that you do love, and that will bring more of that love energy into your life. So I kind of feel this is talking about the energy, although I do feel that there is, love available to you if you want it. So let's see where that is going. With the Fool, you have the Eight of Swords. Really, I would say you're setting yourself free in this reading, just in general. There's too much, kind of like forward movement. You also, these last cards are really good. They kind of would represent you moving forward as well. We'll talk about it in a minute. So I'm not too worried about the Eight of Swords, but what I would say is that with the Seven of Swords, both cards together basically say the same thing. They both say that there are other ways of doing things. The Eight of Swords, the lady is stuck because she's only thinking that there's one way to do things when there are many ways to accomplish anything that she wants to accomplish. So I kind of feel like it's just saying, just open up to to all the different ways of doing things. With the Four of Pentacles, you have the King of Swords. King of Swords about like knowledge and wisdom. I kind of feel like you need to realize that you're in a different time. The King of Swords, he has learned a lot. He has the most knowledge and wisdom out of all the kings. But there's something here like you could be judging new opportunities based off of what you already know. And there's, of course, nothing wrong with that. But I feel like the reading itself is kind of like encouraging you to realize that sometimes, there different situations can enter into our lives. So I feel like it's encouraging you to just be flexible or, be willing to try new things. And that's really what the King of Swords is saying to me in your reading. With the Lovers here, you have the Moon card. Yeah, I definitely feel like some of you need to invite love into your life. As in, again, doesn't have to be a person. This could just be the energy of love that you are inviting into your life. We can, to do this, we can do our hobbies, things that we enjoy to do. We can, create something as well. Creation is an act of love, right? If you create something nice that you put out into the world, then you're kind of like in that energy. And the moon is kind of like a mystery or an illusion or a fear. And there could be some fears around creation. It's kind of like weird because that's the message I'm getting here. You don't really have any cards of creation in this reading. I'm just saying, but intuitively, or I should say you don't have any yet. That could change in a minute. Intuitively, I'm getting something about the fears of creation. So again, that could be just creating something new. And it's not saying you're afraid of it. It's just saying that, if you want to create a YouTube video about something, for example, maybe you're afraid of what people will say, or maybe you're just not doing it. If you create art, same thing. It's like maybe you're afraid of what will happen. But I feel like this is saying that something, it's like I get this energy of like something needing to be created. So hopefully more comes up. Next, in the area of what's coming towards you, you have this Delight card and this Flow card. The Delight card just says that you're going to be enjoying yourself, which again, I think that there's, throughout the whole reading, there's this thread of needing to enjoy yourself more or needing to do more of the things that you love to do. The Flow card, I feel, is saying you are entering the flow. It looks to me like you are in this like flow state because you're very sure of yourself with that Seven of Wands. And I would nurture that energy, right? I would really do things that, put you in that energetic space of, flow or being sure of yourself or being confident. And I feel like that'll lead to more enjoyable experiences, especially with that Delight card. Next, you have the Devil, Six of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Two of Wands. So the Devil and the Six of Pentacles could say that you've been breadcrumbed in the past. I would be careful of a person, if you're attached to a person or you have a person in your life, I would definitely be careful of that. I would also be careful where you invest your energy. Again, it might sound crazy, but it's like years ago, I stopped listening to music that makes me feel weird or that has words that just are kind of like downers, I stopped watching movies, TV shows that are negative and things like that. And yeah, it might be a little extreme, but totally changed my life. So, again, this could represent just like paying attention to where you give your energy and making sure that you're not giving into the devil, giving into things that drag you down. Make sure you're giving more energy to things that lift you up. You have the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles is everything you want and desire in your life. And the Ten of Pentacles is protected. These people are inside of a castle, and so they are kind of like being protected inside this castle. And so I kind of feel it's saying like your dream or, whatever the star is for you is protected. The Ten of Pentacles is building, leaving a legacy. And again, I think everybody is being asked to do this right now. We get a lot of energy in Taurus, mostly Jupiter in Taurus, but also Uranus in Taurus. Whenever you have those two planets, especially, really kind of highlight like freedom. And, Taurus wants the nice things in life. So for all of us, it kind of represents that we need to build to a place where we have the nicer things in life. And we're not talking about materialism here. We're talking about like true freedom, being able to do what you want when you want, having the freedom to spend time with people who matter to you. The list goes on and on there. But the Ten of Pentacles is we have to do this forever. The Ten of Pentacles, we don't ever stop working towards creating, heaven on earth, basically, right? And Ten of Pentacles would be heaven on earth. And so I feel a lot of you are kind of working towards those types of improvements. You have the Two of Wands, and Two of Wands about taking the lead in your life. And so he's reaching forward to that wand. I feel like, he has this wand back here, and this wand represents something that stands on its own and it's complete. So he has like completed one stage of his life, and now he's working on this next stage, and he has the whole world in his hands. I really get the feeling from this reading that it's saying, like, I personally believe that we're in the new earth, right? A lot of great teachers talk about the new earth. I feel like we're in it, but we all like feel weird because we have to fill it with like better ideas. But we also have to realize that like things have changed, so we have to learn new things, like exactly what I said at the beginning of your reading. And so I feel this is encouraging you to like step out into the new world. But to do that, you have to do new things. So I think a lot of us, it's kind of like weird, the energy. I think a lot of us, including me, I think it's like we're waiting for something to happen, before we get started on our next project or before we get started working towards our goal. But really, we just have to kind of like go do it. We have to step into the new energy, right? With the Six of Pentacles and the Devil, you have the Emperor, you showing up in a very strong position. Whenever you show up as yourself, it really puts you in a position of power and strength. With the Ten of Pentacles, you have the Sun. There you go. The Sun and the Star together is like fame and fortune. It doesn't say that you're going to become famous, but it's a very good energy, and it says this, like the sun or the light is shining on you, and I feel like you are in this position of the light. With the Two of Wands, you have the Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles is a card of collaboration in working together. So exactly what I said. It's like, yes, you are on this independent journey, but no, that does not mean that you have to do everything on your own. I'm pretty sure I said this in the last bonus reading that I did for you, Aries, the ridiculous readings that I did. That'll be linked up at the end of this video, but I'm pretty sure I said something about you kind of, like still needing to collaborate or still needing to bounce ideas off of people or get information from people. But Three of Pentacles is recognition for your work, and we see a lot of recognition type stuff here. Next, in the area of the good stuff, you have this Take Time to Breathe Out card. This card says you are good enough. Yes, you deserve the Ten of Pentacles. And this luck on your side card that kind of like slid off in the beginning. So I feel like luck is on your side at this time, and you also need to believe it. Again, I think we need to believe that we're lucky to get the luck that is showing up in a reading. You have the Seven of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Hangman. The Seven of Cups is about being spoiled for choice. In a reading like this, it would tell me that you are kind of opening up to a variety of experiences, and these could be very positive experiences. I really feel that the Eight of Swords, Seven of Swords, the world in the hands of the Two of Wands as well is kind of encouraging you to go have new experiences. That's the only way we can learn. So I would go do new stuff. That's where the rewards are going to come from. You have the Queen of Pentacles. Again, I feel like your money's improving for sure. It's a really good money reading, but like right now, are your finances perfect? I would say no. I feel the Queen of Pentacles sometimes suggests that we're having to be resourceful, like as in we're having to find other ways to make money. And again, I feel you could be finding new ways of making money in the month of July. And these could be clearly very profitable for you. I mean, you have the Ten of Pentacles right next to it with the Sun. So if you have any new ideas, new plans, any master plans, whatever, I would definitely work on those ideas. You have the Hangman as well. And the Hangman would represent getting a new perspective. And that's what I feel like it's talking about in this reading. It's like you're seeing a new way of living. And I feel that it's something that you want to commit to. Or maybe you're kind of, it's almost like you're having an epiphany this month where you are just saying, I can live my life in a different way. And I feel like because of that, you're doing it, and that's where this success could be coming from. With the Seven of Cups, you have the King of Cups. Yeah, if you want love going this way, there definitely could be a solid connection coming in for you. It could be a water sign. It doesn't have to be. It could be any sign. But I do feel that there could be like a very heart-based person coming in for you. We see the King and Queen of Cups here. So again, divine counterparts, two people who would really love each other. Looks really good. With the Queen of Pentacles, you have the Magician. Yeah, you have the power to manifest whatever you want right now, clearly. So I would be using your powers of manifestation. With the Hangman, you have the Five of Wands. Didn't you have this twice? Am I making that up? Yes. Okay, never mind. I thought you had this twice for some reason, but The Five of Wands would represent learning from your competition. That could be the new perspective that you're gaining. So I feel this right here is saying that it would be an amazing time for you to kind of like gain a new perspective or to learn, to learn different ways of doing things in your life from like other people or from the competition. You have this Tiger card. It says doing something risky, taking a chance. The chance is like your independent journey, kind of like taking this journey that is more independent. So there you go. You have this dog. It says protection from a powerful friend. Yeah, again, I still feel like there are people in your life who can support you, who can give you good ideas, who can provide you with guidance, but you're still having to do things on your own. You have this bird flying. It says news is on the way. I almost feel like you're communicating with a person. This card to me is saying that if you are interested in a person, not really a love reading, but it does show up. So again, is this going to be a major focus in July? I would say no, but I think it is something that you could be focusing on a little bit. And so there definitely could be a person communicating with you. You have this harp. It says great happiness, sun and the star for sure. I feel like there could be great happiness coming in for you here. And you have this heartache card or the spear card. It says heartache over what you no longer have. I feel like this could be easily corrected. Again, whenever we're like in this transition time, we're letting go of old things, moving towards new things. I think there's those moments of lack where you feel like you don't have something that you once had, but really you're being led towards the Ten of Pentacles and the Sun. You're being led towards fulfillment. So wouldn't even worry about it. But this looks amazing, Aries. Probably one of the better readings in a while. Although your readings have been very positive, but this looks good. So thank you for being here and definitely enjoy your month.